overlooking life, but that's the biggest blessing. Just engage with who you are and throw the biggest wedding. Just think of this as food for thought, you feel I'm overstepping. I got a good degree in knowledge if it's ever question. I'd rather see you shining than the
Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Chasing OK Life's Marathon, a podcast about anything and everything presented by LiveOK. LiveOK is centered around promoting mental health awareness. Visit shopliveok, that's SHOPLIVEOK.com, where the proceeds go towards making a difference. Now let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Chasing OK Life's Marathon. This is episode I don't know. I'm just glad that we are continuing pushing and striving and going along. Let's get that sub count up. Let's get those view count up. Make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, and let's get into it. So, as we always start, we have our drink, and today we are drinking on Crystal Skull. This may have made an appearance because why wouldn't it have? But if not, this is a Crystal Head. I think I said Crystal Head, Crystal Skull, but this is Crystal Head vodka. It's 40% alcohol. It's made in Canada. Yeah, and it's cool. They have some more fancy looking bottles, like a rainbowish color one as well. But we're drinking that, and I got a little bit of strawberry flavoring in it because it's vodka. I don't want to be drinking vodka straight. It's good. It's good. It's decent. But we're gonna have a short one. I know he always says it's gonna be a short one, but I'm serious. It's gonna be a short one. I just have a few quick topics. I'll try not to hit the 30-minute mark, or try to go past 30-minute mark, I should say. But I just have a few quick things that I was thinking about over the past few weeks, on what I should be talking about today with y'all. And first thing I want to talk about is kind of a somber topic, but I don't want you to look at it as a somber topic. But life is so limited. We have a limited amount of interactions. We have a limited amount of experiences. Everything is limited, and uh, for those that live for those people that live life to the fullest, I commend you. For those people that live life with no regrets, I commend you. Um, but when I say life is limited, you never know when your last is. Sometimes in certain circumstances you may know, but you never really know when your last is. Like I was just thinking about it, and when was the last time, depending on how old you are or how many, if you have kids or not, when was the last time you picked up your child? When was the last time uh your child asked you for something that they couldn't do? Like, there's going to be a last, hey mom, can you help me with my homework? There's going to be a last, hey dad, do you want to go outside and have a catch, or a pick, hey, well, they won't be saying it as uh not eloquently, but enunciated, like, hey, can you pick me up? um like, you won't get those ups no more. Like, you never realize your last moments. That sounded like you was about to die. You never realize the last event that you're about to have. Playing sports. You don't, hey, you get tackled. That was the last time you got tackled. You threw a touchdown. You caught a touchdown. You ran a touchdown. That's the last time and that's the last time for the rest of your life you're gonna do that. You wrote a poem. You never know when your last is gonna be, and it's weird to think about it like that. Um, because sometimes it's not your last. I mean, obviously, if you played high school or college or even NFL football, I'm just going with football for now. American football for anybody that may be listening overseas. You you get tackled or you score, and the next day you're like, yeah, it's time to retire. And then you think about it 50, let's hopefully, life blesses you with 50 more years after that. You're just sitting there and you're like, dang, that was my last play ever. And you might be like one of those alumni flag football people, and then you be 80 years old running a touchdown when nobody's really chasing you. I mean, they don't want to hurt you. You're fragile, but you just never really know when your last event is gonna happen. And all that's to say, I think we should start cherishing life more. A lot of stuff is taken for granted. Um, a lot of stuff gets overlooked, and like your best friend, me speaking personally, my best friend that I grew up with from middle school until pretty much my second, third year in the Navy was my best friend, like a brother to me. Um, and we just stopped talking. I don't know what exactly happened. I reached out um like a year after I got out. Um, and I chopped it up. I was like, hey man, like I'm really hurt that we used to talk every day. Like I used to, I considered your mom like another mom. I considered your family like an extension of my family. But what happened? And that was the last conversation we had. He said, "Hey, I'll call you back. Got something to do." I never got to call back. I tried. I reached out. I did my part. I think about him often, but everybody goes their separate ways in life. Everybody lives their life, and I wish nothing but the best success and happiness for him. And one day maybe we'll be in the same spot at the same time and chop it up like nothing ever happened, because I have nothing but love deep down in my heart, like a brother that's just estranged at the moment, um in my heart. um but that was the last conversation we had, and that was 4 years ago, maybe. So you just never know, like, when your last conversation with someone's going to be, when your last time holding somebody is going to be, when your last time, um your last kiss. You just never know. So I think we should just cherish moments. And a little segue off of cherishing moments. Um, it's still in the same context, but I'm the type of person when I'm at like a concert or an event, uh, I want to live in that moment. Like I'll take a picture, be like, all right, that's just to commemorate that moment. But a lot of people, I'm not a big concert goer, but from what I see of like documentaries or uh film of that concert, if there's 10,000 people there, 9,999 of them have their phone out recording. Like I understand you want to capture the moment, but live in that moment. Take a picture, maybe take a video of like one song, maybe like your favorite song, just so you can be like, yeah, I was there, I heard it live. But how many times for those that have gone to concerts, how many times have you filmed the whole concert and haven't looked at that video since? But you still have the experience. Nobody can take that experience away from you. You can always say, hey, I went to so and so's concert and they sung beautifully and they sang my favorite song and I sang along with it and everybody was hyped. Nobody can take that experience away from you. And if you maybe if you wanted to, relive it, maybe I don't understand. I understand and I don't understand spending your hard-earned money to go see somebody, and you're pretty much watching them through your phone. So I just think people should just, cherish that moment. Some people take moments for granted, especially those with more money than the average person sitting courtside at playoffs games. Yeah, you shouldn't dare touch your phone if you sitting courtside at a playoff game. Maybe if the score is 100 to 60 and you bored, but you pay for these seats, so you wanna get your money's worth out of these seats by sitting there the rest of the night. But if you sitting courtside, you shouldn't be on your phone. Like maybe if like your favorite player will sit next to you, you want to take a picture of him, cool. Be like, hey, I took a picture of Steph. That's dope. But you shouldn't live your life behind a screen. I think that connected the way I wanted it to. Cherish moments, man. Like I had a dream about my nephew, and he actually called me like Uncle Tom Tom. Like he normally calls everybody else it, but or he calls me Uncle Teddy. I'm like, but when's the last time I hear him say Uncle Tom Tom as like the little kid that he is? So like when I'm with him, I want to cherish those moments. Cherish the moments. I remember holding him as a baby, be like, dang. And I can probably remember the last time me holding him as like a baby that couldn't comprehend what was going on was probably Thanksgiving of 20, was it 25? Thanksgiving of 23, 24, 20, yeah, 23, 24. Um, that's like the last time you hold him as like a little infant. But you gotta cherish those moments because they go away. Um, and just switching topics a little bit because I don't want to harp too much on that. I hope everybody got the point of cherishing moments. Uh, I've heard this before, and I heard it recently. Don't let don't live in your failures, and don't treat failures as like uh I don't know the word I wanna use, but don't treat failure as a set in stone thing. Like, dang, I failed. Treat it as a lesson. Like people, it's a cliche. Turn your failures into lessons. Turn your losses into lessons. Treat failure as an opportunity to learn, as an opportunity to grow. Because I think it was I'll get to Kai Cenat in a minute, but I think it was Kai. I think I was watching a stream. Kai Cenat said, um, when you fail, it's just a day or a moment, like it passes. I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say the exact words, but when you like your failure, it's just that day. It's just that moment. What are you gonna do tomorrow? What are you gonna do the next day? What are you gonna do the next day? You could fail 1,000 times in a row, but what are you gonna do on 1,001? You're just gonna give up. 1,001 might be that $1,000,000 attempt. 1,001 may be your best chance. You never know. Maybe it's 1,002. But if you just harp on, dang, I failed. Dang, I should give up. Don't never give up. Keep trying. There's streamers, there's podcasters, there's singers, artists, actors that have put something out that's failed. It's gonna happen. You listening to this, whoever you may be, the one viewer this video might get, you will or have failed at a certain point in your life. Did that failure change you as a person for the better or for the worse? Did you or are you still harboring in that failure? It's past. Don't so it's another way of saying don't dwell on the past because it's past. There's nothing you can do to change it. Is nothing you can do to affect the outcome that has already happened, but you can do everything in your power to produce a better outcome in the future. If you are a content creator of any way, of any area, so singer, songwriter, artist, whatever, if you're a content creator producing something and you put something out and it failed, or it didn't succeed in the way that you wanted it to, look at it. Be like, what did I do wrong? Did I post it at the wrong time? Did the joke that I say not come across the way I wanted it to? Did I not hit the right notes? Was it not the right uh was the words that I sung not in the right, manner for this audience? Did the beat not hit as like I thought it would? Like, just use everything as a lesson. Keep continue to get better. Practice makes perfect. Just keep, like, everything you do is a form of practice. Even your performances is a form of practice. Cause your first performance, you can be like, I practiced so much for this performance that the performance may go great, the performance may not go great. Depending on how you're doing that performance, well, you'll have so many of those performances. So that's performance one. By performance 100, you'll be like, I'm a pro at this because I've done so many performances already. So that's why I say your performance is also a practice, because you've done it so many times. Professional athletes, they're not scared of the big game because they've played so many games at a high level that their performances have been practiced. They practice for the performance, and their performances keep adding up to what they deem a successful performance because they've practiced so much. I hope that came across how I wanted it to, because the moral of that is you'll you continue to grow, but you control your growth. Yeah. I may come back to it a little bit, but that's pretty much what I say. Just don't give up. Keep striving for what you want. Um, I'll use myself as an example for striving for what you want, or I've said it in the previous, putting in the effort that you want to get out. I was My videos kept growing and growing and growing, and then I got to a certain mindset where I was like, I just not feeling it today. And the views started declining because I'm not putting it out. I'm not advertising. I'm not marketing myself as much as I need to, and that's something, I'll work on. But that since I've started um this podcast, every episode has been a lesson. Every single one. I don't say as much. I don't know if you noticed, because I just talk freely with y'all, whoever you may be. Um, Talking to myself at the moment because I'm talking freely. But every episode has been a lesson. Every post has been a lesson. Have had to change. I didn't have to, but I've had to change my name. And I really like Chasing OK because it goes on the brand of living okay. Because everybody says, yeah, I'm okay, but you may not be. And I'm going off and on topic at the same time, but uh every step is an advancement. Sometimes, so you like life's marathon. Life is a marathon. You may be going at a steady rate up, right? And at a certain point, you may plateau, and you may plateau. I think is straight. Don't quote me on these words. Don't come at. It's late. You may even out, and then you may decline slightly. but then you might jump back up. But you're continuing to progress. That like you're progressing. Even your decline is just lessons to progress. I'm going on a tangent and I'm rambling. Moral of the story is, t- moral of the story is treat every day as a way to progress towards where you want to be. And when you get to where you want to be, don't settle in that. Don't be stagnant. Keep progressing. And then one day you can look back and be like, dang, I did a lot. I didn't have any regrets. I cherished every single moment and I kept getting better. Cuz life is a marathon, life is a grind, and just keep pushing until you reach that finish line. Uh One thing I wanted to touch on, like I spoke on Kai Cenat, there was a quote I read, not really a quote, it was just I'm quoting somebody's comment. Um that said, lighting someone else's flame doesn't dim your light. So I bring that to Kai Cenat as my current event. He had that the Stream University where he funded everybody, but he brought so many people. He brought a group of streamers, content creators of different formats to that formed a collective that all were able to experience each other's uh creation methods, learn from other creators. Um, but he gave everybody a platform, and he made everybody's platform a little bit bigger, even if they were already big. His persona made him just a little bit more bigger, but him doing that didn't decline his popularity, didn't take away from his achievements, didn't affect his legacy in a negative way, um that I can see, or that hopefully he sees. Like, nothing that he did had a negative impact on him, and all he did was light the flames of other people. So that being said, like, your success, like, I'm sorry if I'm harping on success, but I just want everybody to be successful. But your success is fine if you just want to be successful by yourself. It's okay. No, nobody. I'm not gonna judge you. Do what you gotta do. But if I was in the position that I wanted to be in, I'm bringing people up with me, because if I have the platform or the power to put people on the stage, that's not gonna take away from what I've done. It's not gonna take away from my light. I thought about it not too long ago, with the same quote. If it's a dark room and you are the single flame, you're the single flame. Everybody's looking at your light. You are the guiding path. But if you light the flames of others in that same dark room, a lot of people are going to be able to see. A lot of people is going to have a clear path. You're going to be able to see the way. It's not going to be dark. You're lighting the path. Just because you took your light and spread it to someone else, it doesn't make yours any dimmer. If at all, it enhances your light. Knowledge. Food for thought. Food for thought. Um, but yeah. So I commend Kaizen. I commend anybody who has the platform to 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 bring up their people, whether it's family, whether it's friends, um, and that may play in. It is and isn't nepotism, um, but just to touch on nepotism a little bit, it happens everywhere, and it's pretty much exactly what I'm saying. You are given a platform and the ability to bring those under you, just so to speak, up. If my dad was the CEO of some company and he was like, "Hey son, you get this and this education. I got a spot for you right here." Like that's would be expected. That would be a great opportunity that not a lot of people get. So don't be upset for people in the position given, excuse me, for those people in higher positions given opportunities to people they deem worthy. You know, just work your ass off to get to that position so you can do the same thing. Mhm. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but we'll never know. You get to where you want to go, and help those under you. Um, we're getting toward that half hour mark, so I do want to touch on some things. Um, as you see, we do have the new logo, kind of the same. I may change it up a little bit. It doesn't look as great as I want it to, but it's there. I did it earlier today just to, have it up so that I can put this video out. Um, I'm gonna try to do. I've been somewhat consistent on every 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to continue to do 2 weeks. If anything, I may move it to every 3 weeks. But I have come to the conclusion that it's more realistic to do a solo video than have someone on, than a solo video and then have someone on. If I can do back to back guest appearances, then great. But logistically, it's just easier for me to, plan something out. Be like, all right, I can get you this time and this time, and then I'll come on and I'll have my solo take. Um, but hopefully next episode, I'll either have uh 2 people on or a solo female. I've had 5, 6, 7 guy male guests, so I want to have a female on. Um, so hopefully we'll get a lady on and get their experiences. 'Cause there's some things I want to talk about, and I think it's best to have that conversation with a female and not come off as uh massage a dude that doesn't know what he's talking about. Um, get the input from a ladies. That lady is going to be speaking on behalf of the entire population of ladies. uh, but other than that, let me see if I have anything else I want to talk about. All right, so there's nothing much more that I have that I want to solo talk about today. I put a lot in one, and it's all a central theme of cherishing the moment you have, using everything as a lesson to progress towards the goals you want, and never give up. So normally I have some words of motivation towards the end, but my motivation for you is everything that I said in the past half hour. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep learning. Don't let anybody tell you what you can or cannot do. It's okay to fail. It's okay to help. It's okay to not be okay. I hope that you live okay. And if you're not, I hope that you start chasing okay. This shirt will soon be on the website. I just have to take the pictures. The website is new. I'll hopefully have the scroll of the new website somewhere in this vicinity or at the end of the video. Keep liking, keep sharing. Tell your friends to subscribe. Help me help other people. Live life to the fullest. Live your life. Not live your life, not the one that you think people want you to live. And with that, I'll leave you. Love. Thanks for listening to the Ramblings of a Madman. If you want to come on and have a conversation, feel free to message me at the email in the bio. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Life is about choices. It would be great if you choose to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe and be great.
Ain't perfect, but ain't no complaining. I know my shit is different, I just can't explain it. Food for thought.